Good morning. So we have a new project that we're going to be starting today, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this all white. So let me get into that, getting it all white, and then we're going to do some of the little details up here and here. This is going to be fun. So I'm going to shake up my white because it looks like it's a little clumpy, but that's okay. Clumpy is fine. Let's get it all painted white. It's all dry. So we're going to do the little stems. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Americana honey brown. I know it's a little too light, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of black. I might need a little bit more honey because I want to make sure I cover all of them in the same color. And then I'm going to mix it up. I want it to be a little dark, but not too dark. But I want it to be just the right shade of brown. I love messing with the color wheel of making colors a certain way. I know, sounds silly, but years of painting, that's what it does. It makes you I want to take off some of this paint off the brush, but not saturate my artwork that much, or my So we let that dry. Now I'm going to take some metallic gold and I'm going to do some dry brushing over top of this area just because I want it to have highlights. Not a lot, Just, you know, enough to give it that golden look. The best thing to always do when you do dry brushing is get a piece of paper. It could be any kind of piece of paper, which is what I'm going to do. You take that paper and you put your paint, and you do that, and you sort of like get it to where it's semi-dry, and then you brush on it and you pick up from the paper, and that way you get a little bit of shimmer, not too much shimmer, but that's the way my grandma taught me how to do it. A little bit more. That looks good. It's got a little brush of the iridescent. It would help if I had light on, right? So now you can see a little bit of that. I think I want to put a little bit more right there. Okay? That's done. Now, I'm going to let you guys on a little secret that I'm going to be doing. So, since I'm going to be doing decoupage, what I want to do is put a raccoon in my wagon. So I want her to stand out like she's there. So I've already trimmed her out, and I'm going to put her in there like that, in between the pumpkin area. So everything that is not close to the raccoon, I want to take and do a Sharpie in the green lines to help me find the lines for when I cut out my decoupage, because it will be really hard once it gets started, because there is a little groove, but the groove just goes away really easy once you put a little decoupage on it. So my idea is to like go like that in all of the grooves. That's my idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all of them until this area to there. I'm not going to do this one to this point. This one I'll do all the way down. So the ones I don't want to, you know, paint in, I just want to be careful, because I don't want to get it near my raccoon. So that's the idea. What I'm putting in the deco is this buffalo check, which is the black one. I'm also going to put an orange one, and I'm also going to take bits and pieces of different areas of these. This is all from Hobby Lobby. The raccoon came from Amazon, and I had to buy a whole pack of them because I couldn't find just one, and I didn't want to pay a lot of money for it. So my goal is, once I finish this and get it all posted, I'm going to have a giveaway of one napkin of this, one of this, one of this, and one of him. So he's got 4 little panels, so whoever really loves to do decoupage, this will be a great fall one. So that's what we're going to do. So right now I'm going to be real quiet, and we're done painting now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here with the marker and just go around all these lines. so that way I can get started on my decoupage. And then we're going to start with one color of decoupage. It's going to be probably the black one, so we can get that one done. And then we're going to go on to the orange check. And then we're going to go on to the other one. I'm going to work them in and get them all done. I might have to do them at the same time. I just want to make sure I get more done than just one at a time, because it takes time for it to dry. So let me get started on now. I'm going to go back and touch up a little bit of like white paint. If I have some, I do. Because I don't want that to show through on the Mod Podge. This one here is going to be black, but I still want to touch it up a little bit. I have some right here. One little hog wild on that Sharpie, which is not like me, but maybe I was just rushing. That's what I was doing. Okay. Not bad. Besides painting, I also bake and do cakes and a little bit of everything, because my grandma did everything, so it's sort of like you always do everything you can do. So bake, sew. I don't know how to knit, let me tell you. Do not know how to knit. I do know how to crochet, but I do not know how to knit at all. I don't really want to, if that makes any sense. My daughter can knit, which I think is really amazing that she can do that. I cannot do it. The 2 needles just like drive me nuts. So best not to mess with 2 needles. I might stab somebody, or I might stab myself. All right, that looks good. I have one spot, of course, one spot that I see that no one really would pay attention to, but I would see that a mile away, and I would want to fix it. So I'm fixing it while I can, while the paint's still here. And then I'll go back over and airbrush and do some dry brushing. All right. Looks good. Now we're on to the deco. What fun. This is like my first or second time really doing it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to figure out what brush I want to use for the decoupage, because from what I've been told, you run a brush doing the decoupage with it. And so the brush needs to be just a throwaway brush that I'm just going to throw away afterwards, because that's what's going to happen. Let me see, what do I want to start with first? Let's go black. What the heck, right? Go with the black one. And so I haven't separated them yet, so let's do that. This, because they're thin, they are 3-layered. It came from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so that's one down. Let's go ahead and do these other 2. I'm gonna keep him to where he doesn't fly away with the wind. Save your little paper, because you know you can clean your brush off with it. No sense in wasting these little 3 plies. I do have my scissors, so I can trim out what I want. I'm also going to put some painter's tape down on the bottom line of this wagon, so that way I have a clean line. So I'm going to do that before I start my decoupage. So we have this one, this one. This is so much fun. And then we have this one. Let me find the tape and I'll be right back. Alright, got my frog tape. use this for my decoupage and put it in here so that way I know where it's at and it's not everywhere. So what color should we start with first? Oops, sorry. Let's go with the black because we're gonna do this one in black and this one in black. So we can do those ones pretty much at the same time. But with this one, I want to get a flower in there. Okay, so let's get the decoupage in here. We're going to do this big area because we're going to need a lot. I just know it. Never really decoupaged, so this is like my second attempt to it. So this one here is going to be black. I'm going to stay within the lines because I don't want it to be on the other colors. While I got the brush loaded up, let's go ahead and get up here. Alright, let's place this down. Alright. And it's telling me what time it is. 12 o'clock. Okay. Alright. Those are down. Okay, those are down. So, since we're going at it, let's go right here. I'm gonna put a knitted sweater look. That's what we want to do. Thank you for watching part 1. Part 2 will be available next week. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.